let me refresh.
Oh, there it goes. Hello. Fast. Fast.
I don't see it.
StreamYard's on the ball tonight. Hello, hello. Can you guys see us?
Hello, everybody.
I'm going to refresh my phone.
Yeah, I don't see us yet.
Oh, I do.
There it is.
All right, so I think you guys can see us now. Hello, hello. Yes, there's the counter. That finally showed up there. Welcome in, you guys. We are having a special Easter sale with a special lady this evening that we don't get to see very often. So, Barb, thanks for coming on and joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
We haven't seen you since Christmas.
I know.
So, we all on the screen like vintage holidays. So I'm glad that we can share some Easter and spring goodies with you guys today. Thank you for hopping on, everybody just joining us. And Jason is sitting co-host with me tonight. And let me go all the way up to the chat. We'll see who is here. Early bird today at 4:24 p.m. Looks like Lisa was here early. Lena's here. Welcome in.
Hi, Lena.
Karen. Hi, Karen. Karen is going to be our bid ender this evening. Thank you in advance, Karen. Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Oh, Cindy Lou.
Did you hear Amy?
Yes.
Did you hear?
A couple times.
Barb, did you hear that she thrifted treasures? She thrifted treasures.
She has.
Because it's in her name. She thrifted treasures. I always ask Amy if she heard. So.
Yeah. And poor Cindy, I'm sure she's sick to death of us saying that week after week. Matthew, good to see you this evening.
Hello, Matthew.
Thanks to see you. There's our friend Gabby.
How are you, sir? Mr. Grady Gruppo himself.
Good to see you, Gavin. Sandy B. Hey, Sandy. Welcome in. There is Mama Linda.
Hello, Mom. I love you. Good to see you.
Judy, Miss Gnarly Jones. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Miss Lily Pontreges.
Oh, Sharon. Good to see you.
Sharon. Welcome in. Shannon Farrar. Hello, Shannon. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. I'm trying to go through this quickly. Ooh, Dusty Moose.
How are you, Dusty?
Really good to see you, Dusty. Oh, there's Mama Pam.
Hello, Mama Pam.
I'm trying to go through these quickly. Sharon Spencer. Welcome, welcome. KP.
Hey, KP.
There is Laura.
Hello,
Laura.
Hello, Ryan. I'm sure you're there in the Lurkers Lounge. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, we got some like freezing rain, snow. We have a coating outside. Yeah. And Barb, what's the temperature going to be this weekend where you are?
80.
80.
Well, we had 30 just yesterday.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get that warm here in Michigan. Barb lives, you're like kind of in the middle of Illinois, right?
Well, it's Southern Illinois.
Southern middle,
yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make it to 80 this weekend here. Renee is here. Welcome in. Nikki's here. Hey. Good to see you. Lisa G. Hey, Lisa. There's Janine. Hello, Janine. And there's Wings. Hey, Wings. Good to see you. Oh, Melanie just popped in there. And I think I've got to the bottom of the chat. I don't think I missed anyone. It was 78 today, 80s, 90s on Friday. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Well, Oklahoma's warm. I wish it was warm here. I wish it was spring. We are embodying springtime. It is going to be in a couple days, though. The official first day of spring. So
that's right. It is. You're right.
It is. Yeah, just in a couple days. The vernal equinox. Oh, Heather just popped in there. Hey, Heather. Good to see you. Okay, we are going to briefly go over how the sale is going to work. Most of you are very familiar with that information. Heather Gibbs, welcome in. But in case we have any new friends joining us tonight, we will go over that. And hello to everybody in the Lurkers Lounge that has not said anything in the chat yet tonight. I don't know what the springtime snacks are, but I'm sure we'll find out. All right. First, before we get going with the sale, you want to make sure you are logged in. That's how you can exit the. That's how you can type in the live chat. Is make sure you're logged into a Google or YouTube account. And once you're logged in, it should automatically pop up for you. You want to be in live chat, all messages, not top chat. So check your chat filter when you are in the chat. Just make sure in live chat, all messages. That'll make sure nothing is filtered out there. And we do have a lag, of course, here on YouTube. We can't make it go away, but a couple tools we can offer to combat the lag. You can either exit out of YouTube completely and come back in. That's a way to refresh. The other quicker version, which doesn't require you to leave the sale, is to tap the upper right hand corner where the kitty icon just popped up. That you will find a gear wheel icon up there. If you hit playback speed and 2 times, if you are lagging behind us at all, we are going to sound funny until you're caught up with us. Again, do that as often as possible, especially before you try to put any bids into the chat. It's always a good idea to refresh. We will be doing auction style this evening. We'll give you a starting price. It will be highlighted up here on the screen in the lower left-hand corner. And we will tell you information we know about the item, give you sizes, and note if there's any kind of issues. So if there's any kind of damage, repairs, chips, that sort of thing, we'll show that all to you. And if you're interested in anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard. Several weeks ago, we did have an issue with some filtering going on in the chat. I did not really notice that on Sunday with Heather. I didn't notice that really last week in Fantastic Finds either. So I'm pretty sure it's been cleared up. But if you're nervous about that, if it's something you really want, try and put a letter from your name or an emoji in with your bids, just so they stand out. So that helps StreamYard push them through. That might be a good idea to do as well. We'll do a 20-second countdown, and the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of Miss Karen G will be the winner. We are also doing just in cases tonight. All that we ask to use a just in case is that you have one straight bid in on the current item. Then you're welcome to use a just in case during the countdown only. That is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC. So for example, if the item's at $20, but you're willing to go up to $50 on the item, you have a bid in there, then during the countdown, you can type in JIC 50. So that's your just in case bid. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest bid. Keep in mind multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end do turn into regular bids. And if you are a brand new buyer to any of us here on the screen, you want to pay attention to the next point. I don't have Barb's email in this slide, but it is pinned in the top of the chat. So you can find our emails in the very top of the chat throughout the sale tonight. You can also find them all in the description of the video. And we will have them up on the screen as well throughout the sale. So make sure you send us an email with your YouTube screen name, aka your handle name. If you haven't logged in a while, your name might look different to you. That is something you can go into your chat settings and change if you need to do that. But we do need your name that shows up here on YouTube, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know in that email that you would like to check out as a guest when we send our invoices out. Then we can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can follow the prompts and check out with any debit or credit, and payments due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. Our last slide is going to be shipping information, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoices, and then we'll get right into the sale. All right. Shipping is not included in the winning bid price. That is additional. We do use Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rates versus full on retail. Why we need your full shipping address is how we calculate your shipping. So once we have your package ready to go, the size and weight, that's why we need your zip code and your full address to get the shipping cost to add on to your invoice. That is in relation from you to us, and we do have shipping available anywhere in the US and Canada. We do want to make sure that when you check out in PayPal, whether it be as a guest or from a PayPal account, double check that your shipping address is correct in PayPal. That is how we print your shipping labels. If you have moved or you have a different address, it's always good to check and make sure that that correct information is in there so that we get your goodies to you. All right. I ship from Michigan. Jason ships from Pennsylvania. Barb ships from Illinois. Jason can talk about that last point, and then we will talk about our invoicing.
Thank you, Amy. If you purchase from me here tonight, I can offer free pickup at my brick and mortar, Mother Tucker's Antiques. We're located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, part of Antiques capital, Adamstown, Pennsylvania. So if you're coming to the area or you live near us and you want to pick it up, just like the analog cat did, she utilized that last week. Just let us know. We'll invoice you for the item minus shipping once it's paid for. Then we'll communicate in emails on when and how you want to pick it up. That's simple. Thank you, Amy.
All right. All right. Now you can see all of our emails. If anybody needs to take a screenshot, you are welcome to do that if you need to come back to that. But also you can always find that after our broadcast is done and throughout the sale. And I know Karen and Kim and Gavin do a great job helping out in the chat throughout the sale as well. Invoicing for me will be on Friday this week. Jason and I do have fantastic finds tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you purchase anything tonight, I'm happy to combine ship if you get anything tomorrow. So Friday for me, and I will just email you when it goes out.
All right. I ship out of Pennsylvania. Mine will be on Saturday. There shouldn't be a delay this week. Last week there was because I was at the shop on Saturday. So you'll get something from me on Saturday. Barb.
Okay, I am planning on invoicing probably tomorrow morning or early afternoon. So, yep.
Okay. I think that about covers the nuts and berries of the sale. If anybody has questions as we go along, don't hesitate to type them down into the chat. We do have a lot of regular and helpful folks down there. If we can't answer something yourself, don't hesitate to ask. All right, I'm going to get the screen moved around, and we're going to have Barb go first, then me, then Jason, and then we will rotate. We do have 10 rounds of goodies to bring you guys tonight. All right, Barb, what you got?
First up, so I forgot to ask you. I assume it was okay to do a choice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell me what you want to start it at, and I will.
All right.
Put it in there for me. Choice is totally fine.
We will start these at $12 choice.
Okay.
So first up, I have an adorable little Lefton bunny.
Bunny.
I believe he's Lefton. He doesn't have his sticker.
Yeah.
But I have had others in the past, I believe. He's kind of like he's almost already tired of Easter, even though it's not really here yet. He's like, just leave me alone.
He's over it.
But he's a cute. I like the brown ones. I don't see the brown ones as often. And he is in great shape with no issues. He has a little bit of a number on the bottom, but no sticker. And then we have, for the other choice, his friend, our little duckling. Now, duckling does have one little boo-boo, and it is on the underside of the beak. Oops, wrong way. We'll see if we can get that to show up. Yeah, I think you can see it. I didn't attempt to do anything to it. It's right there. So a little boo-boo on the duckling, but still adorable. I guess I will measure these for anyone who's not familiar with them. I believe he's probably about 4 inches. Yeah, about 3 3/4 inches tall on our duckling. And then our bunny rabbit is about 4 inches long and 3.5 inches high. So I'm not going to attempt to hold these on anything because I don't do that. That doesn't go well for me. So we don't get to see them sitting on a cute little anything. But anyway, I think they're cute. I do have a lot of these. I have a lot of the white rabbits.
Yeah.
And the
I
chip.
don't run across those brown bunnies as often as the white ones.
I don't know. I should have sold a white one, but that's okay. I'm sure another one will hop along eventually. So, all right. Well, what are we at? 13 with Nikki?
We have Dana in there, and Nikki is in there at 13. Hey,
Okay.
Brenda. And Dana's back in there.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and I'll do the countdown from 20, correct?
Yep.
Okay. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
Barb, the brown bunny looks like the duck just said a dad joke, and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like he's rolling his eyes, like, "Are you kidding me?"
He does for sure. That's funny.
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. At the end there, it looks like Nikki had a just in case of 15. Dana had a just in case of 17. So Dana is going to be your winner for choice at 16. And then Nikki will get back up.
Okay. So Dana, just let me know, were you going for our bunny or our duckling or both?
You're right, KP. You're right.
Both. Okay. Thanks so much.
All right. Congrats, Dana. All right. It is me next. All right. I'm going to start off with something that didn't make my preview because I miscounted. Somehow I had 9 things. So I have a surprise item tonight. So I didn't really have much ephemera in the sale tonight. So I pulled an oversized greeting card to bring tonight, and it's the cutest little ducky. He is flocked, right? So he is flocked kind of on the face, his little wings, and his little ducky booty. And it says Easter greetings here. So this becomes kind of like the easel for the card. So it can stand up on its own. You just kind of have to place it down and just kind of like push down a little bit, and then it will stand up on its own just fine. Now there is some writing on the back, probably when it was gifted, and it does have a date of 1947 here on the back. It is a Gibson card. I would say overall, pretty good condition on it. It has a little bit of bending up here at the top of the hat, but it is pretty large. I think it can stay out past Easter, and he's got spats on.
So
who was in marching band and had to wear spats? Me?
Not me.
Me?
Not me.
I remember having to wear those. Let's see. It does measure 10 inches tall and 7.5 inches at the widest point, which is kind of here at the base. Miss Catherine Young, hello, is at 12. So we are looking for 13 or more. And I am going to do a countdown. And Catherine, you can put in just in case if you'd like. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Besides the spats, cummerbund. You had to wear a cummerbund too, and a hat with a plume on it.
I was in marching band also. I have no idea about the first word you said, but the other ones I had.
The spats, they were kind of like, well, ours were white. They were white, like really tough vinyl kind of material, and they had like silver buttons that went around, kind of like covered up like your socks or like the edging of your pants, if you will, just kind of made it a little bit more dressy. That way you really stood out if you weren't marching in time. That's kind of what that was about.
Yeah, they probably got rid of those because of that.
probably don't have to wear those anymore. And the cummerbund, it was like kind of like a belt thing that went around that was pleated. Very uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. All right. Karen G, sorry, that was a tangent. Thank you for that bid. And Miss Catherine, Ducky card is coming to you. Flashbacks from marching band. That's what that is.
Ryan said he was wearing spats while he's watching the live.
Hey, so. Ryan, live your life. Live your life.
All right, Amy, $15 choice, and I'm going to start with some Annalise. So I thought these were both very unique, and this will be the first one I'm going to offer at 15. So it's a cute little bunny, and this is how it came. This is the way Annalise made it. So she's actually affixed in this little pink metal pail. She has her little fake jelly beans that she's holding in her hand, and she does have her original tag. It's right here. You can see the little white tag in the back, and she is from 2022. So she is a little bit newer, but I had never seen one like this.
Jelly beans.
One of the tiny ones right in the little pail like this. And this is paper to mimic the grass. And then you can see her little fake jelly beans in there. She's got a pink one, yellow, purple, green, and it's in very good condition. There's no dents to the pail. No scratches that I could really note, and this will be your first choice for 15. She measures about 7 inches, and that's from the top of the ear here to the bottom of the pail. So she is just about 15 inches tall. So that's going to be your first choice, and she's got these sweet little blue eyes, pink little pom-pom nose, a little pink bow in her hair. So that's the first one. And the second one, if you guys like the pixies at Christmas time, what do the pixies do at Easter? They dress up as Easter bunnies. So it's one of the same style faces that they use on the pixies, like, you know, at Christmas time. But this one's dressed up as a cute little bunny. So
that's cute.
Could not find a tag anywhere on this one. So I don't know how old this one is. The egg is like a, it's almost like a plastic style egg in his hands, his or her hands. You can see the tie-dye kind of color, the purple, the pink, the white, and they're both very clean. So they're both very clean, no stains. And this one you can bend. You can't so much bend the hands because they're affixed to the egg, but if you wanted to sit down, you could probably bend the feet, you could bend the ears, however you want. So this one's about 10 inches tall. So Minx, I see your MJ, I see you in at 15. Minx is in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. And this one also has blue eyes as well. So again, and I didn't check. Yeah, there is wire armature in the ears. So if you want to, you know, bend the ears down a little bit, you can. That's on both of them. So what you'll do is once we count down, this one will be egg. This one you'll claim as egg. And then this one will have you claim as pale or egg. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 17 or more. And again, it'll be choice between the pale or the one with the egg. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see you, MJ, at 17. And she has these cute little pink, he or she has these cute little pink buttons down the front. So it's like the pixie dressed up as a little Easter bunny.
I love the giant tail on the back.
I do too. Look at that big pom-pom on there. And again, they're both very clean. So there is our bid end. MJ had a 17. Minx had an 18. So Minx, you get first choice. This one is pale. And then this one is egg. And of course, you can claim both. And then MJ will have backup at 17. So Minx wants the egg. So the egg one is yours, Minx. Thank you so much. So MJ, you were bidding, and at 17, were you interested in the little bunny in the pail? Don't they look good? They look real.
They do look real.
All right. And don't apologize, MJ. We'll bring this back in the recap. Maybe I'll try to eat those in the meantime. So we'll bring that back in the recap. And that was it, right, Amy? Those were the only two bidders.
Yes. Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Don't eat the vintage. Don't eat the vintage.
I have something that I was like, oh, this would look really cute if I put jelly beans in it. And then I was like, no, I'm not even going to open the jelly beans yet. So,
once you crack those jelly beans open, then it's all over.
Yeah, it's downhill from there. So, okay, my next item is a lot of vintage Easter postcards. And it's going to start at $12 for the lot. There are 6 in the lot. So I'll just kind of show them quickly. And I think 1 or 2 has a decent amount of writing. We might try to decipher a little bit of it, but okay. So first up, we have Chicks in the Egg. And let's see here. This one is postmarked 1911. And it says, with best wishes for a happy Easter from Bertha. So
Bertha.
Yeah.
Bertha.
Right. Okay, so that was our first one. Next up, we have Easter greeting. Let's see here. So we've got the little, a little boy and a little girl, and all the eggs, all the chicks are hatching from the eggs. And this one is postmarked 1910, it looks like. 1910 on this one. Dear Anna, I will send you a Easter card too, since you are going to send me one. Your friend Elsie somebody. So that's that. Oops, now I got my stack mixed up. Let's see here. Then we have Happy Easter with the chicks and the box with the eggs in there. It's got, I forgot to note, I think most of these have a little bit of foil detail on them. This one has some there. And this one just says from Robert. Yeah, basically just from Robert. And it looks like they did not mail this one. So no postmark on that one.
I like the colors in that one.
Yeah. And then we have Easter greetings. The little girl feeding the chicks.
Those are some giant chicks.
I know.
Compared to her, they're like giant.
This one actually has nothing at all. It just says printed in Germany at the top, but no writing of any type on the back of that one.
How many postcards are in the lot, Barb?
6.
6.
So we have 2 more. Another Easter greetings. There's the little chicks. And a bell. And this one, not postmarked, but it does have writing. Bertha will tell you why I send this card with her. I will try to do better next time when she, oh gosh, I don't know if I can, something about come up and call me. Anyway, so there is writing on that one. And then last we have our, probably my favorite one of the group, Easter greetings with the bunny and the chick. And it does have the shiny gold.
That one's nice.
And no postmark on this one. It just says it was from Hobart. So, yep. Okay. Well, that was a lot of 6 postcards. Let's see. It looks like MJ's in there with a 12. So we'll go ahead and do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
That gold one with the bunny and chick is fantastic.
I purchased at some point somewhere a whole album of these, and I just came across it again, and I was like, oh yay, there's some Easter. But yeah, there's some beautiful ones, some really beautiful ones.
Okay, bid end is in from Karen. MJ and Kara Kitschy Corner, your bids did come in after the bid end. Don't forget to refresh, you guys. I was trying to count the lag. It looks like it's between 12 and 13 seconds. That's kind of what I saw based on your countdown start and my phone. That's kind of what I saw. So at the end there, Nikki had a just in case of 15, but she didn't need it because her high bid was at 13. She outbid herself. So Nikki's your winner.
Thanks so much.
Yes, I think it has gotten a little bit longer since we started. I agree with that, Karen. Okay. I have a book this evening and it's pretty fun. I love these kind of books. I've never found an Easter one. Or maybe I have found an Easter one, but I don't think it was the same as this one. It's going to start at 10. Hey, Joe, thanks for popping in. And it's by Ideals, which I like these publications anyway because of the graphics and things that are in here. And it does date to 1974. So it is kind of like a compilation book. They put these out like quarterly, I believe, or seasonally. And this one's kind of a compilation of ones that they put out, but it's bunny tales. And it has the cutest little stiff bunnies on the front. Jason does have a stiff bunny this evening and a little stiff turtle. So cute. And look, they have jelly beans.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have jelly beans
Oh,
in
yeah.
their baskets.
Oh, and they even have licorice ones.
There is some writing in the front cover, FYI, when it was gifted. But there's the bunny tail. So it has throughout here, there's little poems and stories, cute illustrations, but then there's also some kind of more photograph things that are in here. Like this one has Cottontail Town, which is like a little poem. But look at these little plush bunnies.
Oh, I'm in it for the plush bunnies.
So
man. These are great.
cute. If it were me, I would, frame some of these. Some of these are frame worthy to me that are in here. Besides the little writing in the front cover, there's no other kind of writing that's in here. So you can see the little poetry, the little sayings. Lovely frosty sugar treats are made with special glee. The bunnies hurry to and fro in perfect ecstasy. Oh, look at these realistic rabbits with pink eyes and honeycomb eggs. Look at the shag carpeting.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here for it. I'm gonna flip through a little bit. Here's another like real photograph one with some bunnies and chicks.
Oh my gosh.
They are the right size for each other, not too long. Busy Bunny Land. So cute with the graphics in here. And I'll keep going. Here's some more. Here's some more little Stife. We have a little Stife. That's a little fox, I believe. The little rabbit. And then look at the snail.
Oh my gosh.
I have never in person seen the Stife snail, but that is really cute. Oh, there's a little squirrel poking up out there.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the tree. A little top of the tree. Here's some more. There's some more little Stife.
With their jelly beans.
Is that a badger? A skunk? Not sure what he's supposed to be. Look at the turtle carrying jelly beans.
Oh my. Cute.
I'm going to just show 2 more pages. Dusty Moose, I see you. Thank you so much. This one's cute. Here's more of an illustration style.
That's
painting the eggs. Very cute. And it looks like it has meeting the Easter Bunny. Little story there on the side. And let's see, what's the last picture? Oh my gosh, Jason.
Oh yes. Remember when you had those? Didn't you sell
I did.
them
Oh
ago?
yeah. I've actually had those plush rabbits before.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. And then the last page, cute little bunny. The Easter Bunny. There we go. And there's the back, just plain. Nikki, I see you at 11. Thank you so much. All right. Let's do a countdown. Looking for 12 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Dusty, I see you back in there. Thank you so much.
I am really fighting the urge to collect Stife animals. So
it's a dangerous place, Barb.
Yeah.
I have a couple and they're all so cute. Oh my gosh, they're all so cute. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Hey, Leslie, good to see you. Dusty, your 18 came in after the bid end. Nikki had a just in case of 17 over Dusty's 14. So Nikki, it's yours for 15. Thank you so much. Jeez.
All right, Amy, $15 choice. $15 choice. And I don't know if I'm upselling or downselling these. I don't know if these are homemade. I don't know how vintage these are. I mean, I know they're at least maybe from the 80s, if not prior. But I thought they had a good look because I know some folks love kitsch. I know some folks love Victorian. And I kind of think it fits into both. So it's going to be choice. This will be your first one. And it's $15 choice. So it has, each one has a little die cut attached in the center. There is an area on both where the spun cotton is thin. Okay. So it's like it's almost like it's a, paper mache egg that is coated in spun cotton. And this is the pink one. And then they have a ribbon on the top so it can be hung. So it is very reminiscent of like Victorian era, but it's also reminiscent because the style of flowers to me, they're kind of those silk, almost silk millinery style flowers of the 80s, okay, that I remember as a kid. So it also is flat on the back. So if you don't want to hang it, you can lay it in your display, okay? So that is not like a stain here. That's actually just where the spun cotton is a little thin, okay? So you can actually see like the brown paper mache on the inside. So each one of these eggs is about 6 inches, and this is your first one. So it has these flowers up on the top here. And again, this is in pink. And then you have the very Victorian, early turn of the century, you know, bunny popping out of the egg, and that is glued on there and attached. So again, you can hang it. Both of them have flat bottoms, so you can lay them if you want to. You can see the older style ribbon that they used, but it's very reminiscent of like the 70s or 80s to me. There might be a little pull here or there to the cotton, but I've just been kind of grooming it back so that it, you know, stays attached to it. So I thank you, Melanie, and thank you, Dusty. I see you're 15. I think these are really neat. And if you do a tree, or if you want to put them in your display, if you do Victorian Easter, I think they'd look great. So that is the pink one. And then this one is the yellow one. Look at the fun die cut here in the center of the bunnies pulling the chick. And you can tell that this is almost like reproduction. So I do believe this is 70s or 80s right here. It just has that kind of feel because it's not so embossed. You can kind of see where it's not as embossed as like the German ones that I have coming later. So, and here you can see the flowers that are attached here. It also has the string on it, so this one can be hung. And just like the pink one, the yellow part here just has some thinning. I don't know if something got stuck to it and pulled some of it off, but I also think it gives it like, you want it to have that shabby kind of look about it. I think it kind of gives it character. And this one is also flat. So basically they're both made the same way. You just have one in pink and you have one in yellow with, you know.
Jason, I think somebody made these.
I
only say that because there's like a mixture of millinery flowers. Like I'm seeing older ones, and then I'm seeing like kind of the era that you thought.
Right.
So
like
yeah, I think somebody like
earlier
collected all the things and then felted the eggs maybe.
I bought an Easter basket and took it to the one booth, and these eggs were inside of it, and the basket itself was Victorian, and they had glued the same style of flowers to it. So that's why I had kind of thought that they were handmade. But
they did an excellent job at them. I think they're awesome.
I'm telling you guys, they're one of a kind. I mean, they're really neat, and you can put them in a little egg holder if you want to. Like I said, you can lay them or you can hang them. So Melanie's in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. They're both 6 inches. Just note there is some areas where right here on this one where some of the cotton is thin, and then it's thin over here on that side. So 17 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. And you'll either pick pink or yellow. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, both of them are very clean. It's just you have some areas where the cotton got pulled a little bit, or something got stuck to the front of that yellow one. And you could put some flowers over that and embellish it more if you want to. But if you put them in a basket, you're never going to notice any of that. So there is the bid end. So Dusty had a just in case. So Dusty at 17, you get first choice of either pink or yellow. Oh, and I forgot to show the side of the yellow. They did the rickrack. But again, this is the way I found them, and I think they did a great job. All right. Thank you so much, Dusty. Congratulations, and thank you for the bid, Mel. Thank you, guys.
All right. Congrats, Dusty.
All right. My next item is going to be a pair of bunnies.
Oh.
And we will start them at $14 for the pair.
That's a great price.
Do you know if these are these?
They're Rosbro.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. But yeah, so they're almost identical to each other. As far as condition, they're both in good condition. There's no cracks or anything like that. Now this guy does have this one has some candy residue on the inside, a little bit. So there's a little bit of pink or red in there. But this is what the item that I was thinking would be so cute if you put maybe like a little bit of maybe Easter grass in there and then set some jelly beans on top.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be so cute. But let me do a little close up. They have a little bit of sticker residue in spots, and there is remainders of probably their original sticker on their feet. Let's see, this guy's foot. Yeah, they just have a little bit of their stickers left.
Or tag. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got their. I don't think. Are they supposed to have any other black paint besides the eyes?
No, okay. Not that one.
Yeah.
Just the full solid color ones usually just had the black eyes.
Okay.
But then they did some other ones that were mixed colors of plastic, and they had a little bit more paint colors on them.
Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, they're pretty identical to each other. And yeah, they're cuties. Let's see. We'll measure them. So we have just under 5 inches tall on the bunnies. So, let's see here. So I'm seeing MJ at 14, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and count these guys down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fit in.
I love their bell bottoms. I had some of those, and I love the bell bottoms that they have.
For sure.
All right. Just in case from MJ, there's the bid end. Didn't need your just in case, MJ. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, MJ.
Right. That was a good get right there. All right. I have a pair of items myself, and I couldn't help but pair these guys together. So I love these little yarny weirdos. I love them. And I found the cutest ever little tiny Denison duck die cut. That's a little sailor duck, just like him. So that's why they had to come together. They really did, although I found them totally different times. So little yarny duck, I believe is made by RB Japan, although he doesn't have his sticker anymore, but they did a lot of these yarn critters for Halloween, Easter, you name it, they put him together. He has kind of like styrofoam underneath there, and then his little duck bill. Very cute. He's also wearing a bow tie. His little sailor hat does have a couple small spots of discoloration on it, and then it does have a little loop where if you wanted to turn him into an ornament, you could. And then his little breeches, he's got a little pocket. And there's his little feetsies. There's the back. There's the little tassels for his hat hanging down the backside. Besides that little spot on the hat, the rest of him is very nice and clean on Mr. Yarny Duck. He is 8.5 by 4 inches. And then, oh, I love this teeny tiny little Denison sailor duck die cut. It's very small. That's how big it is. Probably the smallest die cut I think I've ever had. I'm not sure. It is 3 inches by 2 1/4. And it is just one-sided, so just plain. Ooh, well, there it goes. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh.
I'll have to get that. I'll have to turn the camera off and get it because I can't just get it. I'll have to move my entire chair to get that out. So it was $16 for the pair of the little yarny sailor duck and the little die cut, which I need to fetch later. I don't see any bids on that, so we will bring that back for the recap, and I will get Jason going.
All right, Amy, $28. $28, and I have a piece of antique Victorian. This is described in some cases to be a toothpick holder or an egg cup. Sometimes a lot of the pot metal or a lot of the pieces of the Victorian era, they are normally stamped triple plated on the bottom. But in my experience, when I have found these, usually these aren't. And they're usually well defined by the way they etched best wishes on the front. These aren't necessarily meant for Easter time, but they fit in, I think, at Easter time. Basically, a lot of it, and again, I don't have a ton of knowledge on the Victorian era, but I know that there are some significance to the Victorian era with wishbones. So you can see the base is a wishbone. A lot of that's attributed to things like good luck. Also with the best wishes, with the cracking of the egg in the chick, it's supposed to be like a rebirth, like a new day, things like that. It was all supposed to be positive things in the Victorian era. And I think this would be fun to add to your Easter decor. I'm with you, Joe. These are very hard to find. I actually was lucky enough to find this and a napkin ring, which will come tomorrow night, from the same estate, from the same collector, both from the Victorian era. And that one is stamped triple plated like it should be. So you can see on the inside, it's very clean. And again, $28 is a really, really good price for these. Usually when these make it to eBay, or if they make it to like an antique mall, like if I was to put this in the antique store, it would probably be like an $80 piece. So none of the tips are broken off. And again, this is not a reproduction. This is an original one. See if you can see the great detail there on the chick. Sometimes if you see them that they are reproduced, there is not that kind of definition on the chick. And then you can actually see where they attached to one another there on the bottom. And usually the original ones are hollow. The reproduction ones don't have a hollow base on them. So that's just my little bit of selling these and knowing the difference. So I see Squirrel in at 29. I see Colleen in at 30. I see Christopher in at 31. Squirrel's back in at 31. And again, usually they all say best wishes on them. These are also described to be used as toothpick holders, to use them as egg cup. You can also have used them as match holders for back in the day. So they're deep enough to hold matches, or they were just, good luck, best wishes, decor, and gifts to one another. Quickly, it measures 2 1/4 inches tall and about 2 3/4 inches wide. No dents, no major scratches. And I'm here for the patina. I did not polish it. If the new owner wants to, they can. So let's go ahead and start a countdown. Squirrel is in at 32, looking for 33 or more. And of course, if you're an active bidder, you can use a just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think this would look good with your modern Easter if you do antique Easter. And again, this is only the second one I've ever had the privilege of having and being able to resell. So thank you all for the just in cases. I see Christopher's just in case of 36, Colleen's just in case of 43, Squirrel's a straight bid of 38, and Dusty had a just in case of 57. So for 44, it is going to Dusty Moose. Thank you all so much, and congratulations, Dusty. Thank you.
Congratulations, and welcome in everyone that's just hopping on joining us. Thanks for being here.
That was awesome. I have never seen.
Thank you. They're really neat. If you see them, scoop them up, Barb. If you see them anywhere, get them. They're fun.
Yeah. All right. My next item is kind of a little menagerie of things, and they all come together. And it's going to start at $16. Okay. So the first thing that we have is our friend Squeaky Lamb.
Cute.
So he's a cutie. He does squeak. I guess I won't do it because, the dogs, but all the dogs, all the dogs watching.
But he does work. He does squeak.
He does.
Right.
Yeah. I'll do it. Okay. I tried to do it quietly.
And all the dogs go crazy.
Right. I'm trying to see the name. I remember I forgot to write it down. Shoot. Well, it has a name under there. I want to say it was Stallwood, I believe. I'm almost sure. We'll see if our little magnifying glass can help. Oh, I think it's upside down. No. Yes, there it is. I got it. It is Stallwood is the maker of this.
Stallwood.
Yeah.
That's new to
me. That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, STAHLWOOD. It looks like.
Solid.
Oh. So he's a little cutie, in good shape, nice and soft and squeezable. Let's see here. Measurement is about 3 3/4 wide by about 5 inches tall. So he's a cute little guy. And then I wanted to include these with him because I thought in a display this would be so cute to have, like, maybe him sitting and then the little books. So we're going to have 3 little books here. And the first one is Little Lamb's Hat.
Oh my gosh, how cute is that cover?
These are called a Rand McNally Junior Elf book is what they say on the bottom. Oh, shoot. Now I forgot to look up what the year was. It has Roman numerals. Let's see here. It looks like MCMLX. Anybody good with Roman numerals?
Not me. I usually
Google says 1970.
Okay. All right. So, and the only thing,
just one X. 1960. Yeah. My bad. 1960.
Okay. 1960. So there is no damage or anything. But there is writing in each one. Somebody had put their name here at the top, and then it's like marked out on each one. So I don't know why, but anyway, these are adorable. I'm not gonna show too much of each one, but there are plenty of little pictures inside of each one. So that was Little Lamb's Hat, and then we had Bunny Blue, probably my favorite one. So cute. Just adorable. Oh, she got caught in the, what is that?
Trash can. It looks like a trash can.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was a net at first. So yeah, another adorable little one. And then our final thing is Mrs. Hen Goes to Market with her little chicks.
These graphics. So good.
So cute. And I don't know if I said it already, but the binding is pretty good on these. They're pretty. They're not falling apart or anything like that. So little umbrella. Okay. Well, we had a little preview of everything, and you'll have, whoever wins will have fun looking through those. The stories are really cute. I think, let's see here. I see. Yes, Lee and I still have my Santas.
She's not going to be getting rid of those Russian Santas anytime soon.
I mean, every once in a while, I do sell one to kind of, maybe help fund a new one, depending. So
sure, a color that you don't have. Yeah,
right. Okay, so let's see. I believe we're at 20 with Nikki. I believe that was the first 20.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
I love his little pink tail. I love the little pink on.
I know. So
you do have a pink one, don't you? I'm pretty sure you have a pink one. You have a pink Rushton, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
That's what I thought.
Yep. All right.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Both MJ and Nikki had just in cases, but Nikki had the bigger of the two, so Nikki is going to be your winner at 23.
Okay, thanks so much, Nikki.
Congratulations. Okay, do a refresh if you haven't done one in a while. Do that gear wheel icon and hit the playback speed if you haven't done a refresh. Always a good idea to do that. Let me see. I'm going to do a planter. I'm going to do my planter next, and he's going to start at 24. And this one I've never run across. I've never run across this guy out in the wild before. And he's pretty cute. He's really proud of his carrots. Really proud. He is made by Fine Aquality. There is the sticker there on the bottom. They did really nice quality ceramic pieces. A lot of holiday pieces out there. for pretty much every major holiday, but he is in front of his little basket. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. And overall, I would say he's pretty good condition. I was just checking again to make sure. Really the only kind of issue, well, I wouldn't really call it major, is a little pinpoint flea bite right there on the little toe. But that's about it. I don't really think a plant has ever been in the planter. Overall, very nice, high glaze. No cold paint on this guy that you have to worry about. Let me get caught up on the chat. Christopher Roberts, MJ, Kara, and Aaron, I see you all. Thank you so much. And he's just really happy. I think this one, although I'm bringing it like, you know, for Easter time, but I think you could leave that out. I think that would be cute, like summertime, you know, like garden harvest, that sort of thing. I think it could totally stay out. You could do something else with it besides Easter. He measures 6.5 by 6.25. I didn't measure the opening of the planter. Sometimes people like to know that information. It's about 4 inches wide at the widest point. All right. Oh boy, that's one. We'll just say MMK. How about that? MMK, I see you at 27. Thank you so much. The handles, since they've switched to that, I know if you've popped in our channel before and your name looks different, it's a little different for us to try and know who you are as well. So, oh, carrot sticks for a party, KP.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah. All right. Dana, I see at 28. Thank you so much. Looking for 29 or more. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. And
Amy,
hello, Angela.
Those carrots are cold painted, aren't they? And there's no wear.
Yeah, there's no scratching.
They look,
no scratching. Yeah, really nice. All right. Nikki, I saw you. Aaron's got a just in case in there. Nikki's got a just in case. Dana's got a just in case. Kara's got a just in case. Nikki got back in there with a straight bid, and there is Karen's bid end. So it looks like Nikki's straight bid of 60 cancels out all of those just in cases. Thank you all for bidding. Nikki, congratulations. Bunny friend is coming to you. Thank you so much. Jason, there we go.
All right, Amy, $15 choice, $15 choice, and I'll move quickly through these, but I have choice on antique milk glass. We're going to call them dishes or plates. Tina actually got a collection of these last year, so these I have, and then there'll be 2 tomorrow night, and that's it. So I had one a week or so ago, but then that's it. And some of these I had never seen before. There is a lot of vintage milk glass here in Pennsylvania. Some of my dealers have sold it. I've sold it, but I've never seen either of these ever in person. So they are from the late 1800s, early 1900s. Of course, there is going to be some paint wear to them because they're old. And this one is going to be your first choice. And this one we will claim as horseshoe. But you can see where it's embossed, where it says Easter greetings. We have the little bunny right there behind the little chick that is hatching in the little basket. And all of the gold paint still remains on the horseshoe itself. So you can see all the great detail all the way around. There's even a little bit of a patina to it. Dusty, I see your 15. Melanie, I see your 16. This one measures about 5.5 by 6.5. Back here on the back of this one, they got a little sloppy with the paint, but I'm trying to get it under the light to show you guys. There you go. It says patent. It says patent for, and then it has this PLCO, whatever company made this. I'm not sure the glass manufacturer, but it does have that on the back. So if you guys are into antique Easter, Victorian Easter, or something unique, these two don't come around that often. So this will be your first one again. So there is paint wear, but there is still a lot that remains. And this one is, of course, your lucky little horseshoe with your bunny and chick. There is a ring of fire, but with the paint, you can't see it. And there's no chips or cracks. This one's really fantastic. And I got to hold it up close so you guys can see. She is missing a lot of her paint. I do believe she was probably fully painted. I believe the the crest or the banner behind her was probably painted, but there's music notes here. So I think she's singing because she's happy that she gathered her Easter lay. That can be funny, but a hen laid some eggs and she gathered the eggs for Easter time. So
I've never seen that one.
I'm telling you, these are two milk glass. These are two milk glass ones that do not come around that often. And if you don't like the paint on it, you could clean that off and you're not going to harm it. But I thought it gives it, I think it gives it character. And it also tells you that it would have been originally, you know, painted. So you can see here on the back some of the veining to it, but there are no chips or cracks. You can see where it is embossed. And this one is about 6 1/4 in diameter. So again, these are two Easter plates that don't really surface that often. And these are music notes. Hopefully you guys can see that. So she's happily singing as she's happily leaving the hen's house with her Victorian basket full of eggs. So, and then it says an Easter lay. So again, you'll choose this one we're calling Bunny. The other one we're going to call Shoe or Bunny. So I see you, MJ, and it's 17. We are looking for 18 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. Again, Shoe or Bunny. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We are in at 17, looking for 18 on choice. This one will be called Shoe. This one will be called Bunny. And again, they are both antique milk glass. Very much good luck. Very much good luck. So there is the bid end. I saw you, Patsy, but with MJ, Dusty over top of the just in case. So Dusty at 22, you get first choice. What?
20,
oh, no, Patsy.
27.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Pat. So Dusty at 27. 27. It'll be choice between Shoe or Bunny. And then Patsy, you'll have backup if any remain. But again, I have 2 tomorrow night, but they are not. Okay, so you're taking Shoe. Patsy, then at 26, were you interested in Bunny? If you pass, then it'll go back to MJ. And again, this one's missing some of its paint, but this one is just as unique as the other one. So Patsy at 26. If you're interested in the Bunny, again, it has the music notes. She gathered the eggs from the hen house, and it says at the bottom, it says, a Easter lay. Sorry, pass, no worries. So then it goes back to MJ. So MJ at 21. I thought everybody was going to want the Bunny with the basket. So MJ, and again, you can clean. All right, MJ. Exclamation point. It's yours, friend. Thank you so much.
Those are unique. I have never seen either one.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, my next item is going to be a piece of Fenton glass, and it is going to start at $48. So
that was so pretty in your preview, Barb.
Thank you. It is a piece of 95th anniversary Fenton. It does have the sticker, so I believe from what I concluded in my research that was the year 2000. So the year 2000, 95th anniversary sticker is on it there. And it has it definitely has an iridescence to it. I think, yeah, you can kind of see that.
Yeah. You can see the light reflecting off of it in different colors.
So it's got the iridescence. I believe the color is willow green. And then the pattern is rib optic. That was what I was seeing. So it's got the beautiful hand painted. Oh gosh, I don't know what type of flowers, but the beautiful hand painted flowers. So that's what the design on this side looks like. And then as we spin it around, more flowers on the other side. So really, there's not a bad side with this one. Let's see. As far as our marking on the bottom, we have the remains of a price sticker. And then this says 95th there. And then it says hand painted by Maplinger is what it looks like to me. Hand painted by Maplinger is the signature, it looks like. You can kind of
usually Gavin is the one that researches the signatures on the Fenton he has for us before.
But yeah, you can kind of see the optic pattern really well from the bottom there.
Gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
The size of it is 9.5 inches tall.
Wow.
So it's a good size. You know, I don't ever do you guys ever put flowers or anything in this type? I mean, I think it would look pretty.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
I know you can get some really realistic looking, like not silk, but like, I don't know what they're made out of, but they're kind of rubbery, but they look like they're real on Amazon. Like I know you can get tulips and daffodils, and those I think would be perfect to put in there if you didn't want to put actual water in there.
You know what? I have some of those somewhere.
and Dusty's right. At the price of Fenton these days, that is an incredible start price on that. Like that is insane start price on that. Like Fenton is so high right now and hot. Like that is so good.
Real touch flowers. Yes, that was the name I wasn't coming up with. Thank you, Janine.
Yeah, and then the fairy lights. Have you guys sold any?
Oh, they're back. They're back, man. Like never before.
I didn't realize until the other day, and I was looking around, and I was like, "Hey, I have one. I gotta get this baby up for sale."
Leslie's dropping some knowledge in here.
Gosh.
Melissa Kaplinger, often signed as M. Kaplinger or M. Kaplinger, is recognized former artist and painter for Fenton. Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay, well, I believe, did I see someone?
Yeah,
yes, Lisa G is in there.
Okay, well, Lisa's in at 48, and I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I do think this is going to be one of those pieces that whoever gets it, when you see it in person, I think you're going to like it even more. So
yeah. Squirrel, I didn't see a straight bid from you before using a just in case. So in that account, if you want us to count your 56 as a straight bid, I can do that. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to count the just in case. So you let me know. If you don't want to do that bid of 56, then Lisa's going to be the winner. So yeah, just make sure that you have at least one plain bid in there before you use it just in case. That's all that we ask. Okay, so we'll wait to hear. There's the bid end from Karen. Okay, Squirrel says she's fine with the 56. Then that will be Squirrel's going to be your winner then. Congratulations. All
thanks,
right.
Squirrel.
Just make sure an email if you haven't purchased from Barb yet. All right.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Congratulations. All right. I love that color green. It's like, yeah, in person, that green, it's like a really pretty, like springtime green.
Yeah.
Perfect piece. Yes. As we move into April, it's perfect color. All right. I have a choice round, and it's between two handmade bunnies, two handmade bunny dolls.
Aww.
My last two, and they are totally different, like style wise. So I'll talk about each one. Okay. So the first one here is pink, and they do have armature in their ears, so you can bend them. She's got a little daisy up in her ear, hand painted face. This one, really bright, very similar to Barb's vase, actually. That color green with yellow, pink, and a little bit of lavender kind of flowers in there. This one's got kind of pink for the split in the socks, yellow shoes, and also hook and loop on the back. All right. And they are both going to be signed by me already on the back side. So that is number one. And claiming purposes, this one's going to be called Pink because her little bunny ears are pink. All right, so that's the first one. Oh, and a really cool vintage button, a little yellow vintage button. I just love that one. And then this one, that one, the pink one's a little bit more kitschy. This one's a little bit more kind of traditional as far as the dress goes. This one I'm calling gray. And this one's got a really cool pink kind of millinery flower up in her ear. Also a vintage button. on the dress for this one. But this print, I love this print.
Oh my God, so good.
I had one of these last year when I did an Easter sale with Ariana from the Withering Cottage, because it's all kind of Easter cards, postcards, ephemera kind of scans on this fabric. Of course, there's like more kind of postcard imagery. There's more kind of greeting card imagery on that. And there it continues on the back. There's just all sorts of chicks and bunnies. And then this one has kind of light pink for the split there in the socks. And this one has little brown shoes, and also signed here on the back. Both of the dresses have hook and loop, so if they need to come off and be washed or something like that, they can come off. And the bunny dolls are significantly larger than my normal ones. They are like around 28 inches when the ears are fully extended, and about 8.5 at the arm span. But these were my last two that I had tonight for choice. Ooh, we have the pink one and the gray one. Bunny sisters, bunny sisters.
Hey.
We'll bring them back. We'll bring them back at the recap, and we'll get Jason going.
Oh, no.
Wait.
The lag.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Catherine, I see you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I forget the lag, you guys. We feel like we're taking forever holding stuff up, and it probably isn't long enough. So apologies. All right. Dana and Paul Pop, I see you both. Thank you so much. Catherine, I see you're just in case. And my last remaining Handmade Easter is going to be coming tomorrow night. And then I have one special piece. I'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. Bid end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Miss Catherine, let me know for first choice at 43 if you want pink. So pink for the pink ears and the green dress, or gray for the gray ears or the bunny dress. Let me know your choice. Paul Pop, you get second choice. Okay, Miss Catherine is taking the gray bunny. You got it. Thank you so much. All right. Paul Pop, let me know if you want pink. Dana Haynes, you are on deck after that. If she passes, and that was everybody in there, I'll just wait a moment to hear from Paul Pop here.
That was
Thank you all.
I love both of them.
I know.
All right, she is passing. No worries on that. Miss Dana, let me know if you want the pink gal, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you all so much. Jason, there we go.
All right. $28, Amy. $28. And I have my bunny planter of the evening. She is made by the Lefton company. This is, I think, the second time in all my years of selling the ceramics that I was able to find her to offer her for resale. Sort of like Amy's. I have a little tiny little speck right up there on her bonnet. That's not a chip. Some of this is actually cold painted on here. So there's just a little flake of paint that's missing. But I think she is very cute. She has her little Easter bonnet on. She has her little egg full of colorful. She has her little basket full of colorful eggs. She does still have part of her original Lefton sticker on the bottom. Now, when I got her, this grass was in here, and it's because on the inside there is just a little bit of that green that is stuck in there, okay? I did my best to try to clean it off. I don't know. It's that sticky floral. I've never had it stick like that before. So hopefully that doesn't deter you too much, but I left the yellow grass in there. And you really don't see it when you put her on display. So you can see she does have the typical rabbit red or pink eyes. She has some pink ears. Some of the ribbon from her bow kind of, trickles down the back there. And other than that little tiny little fleck of missing paint, she is in super good condition with no chips or cracks, even minimal crazing, really no crazing whatsoever. She measures about 5.5 inches tall. So from the top of her ear to the bottom, she's about 5.5 inches. And then for her width, she's about 5 inches wide. So cute little bunny tail right there. She is sort of a mix between white, tan, and then into the darker brown that you can see here. She might be looking washed out on your screen, but in person, she's kind of a creamy white. And then they gave her some airbrush details kind of to make her, I think, look a little more three-dimensional. So you can see where they gave her realistic, paws here on the bottom. The basket, again, is really fun with the multicolored eggs. You have a yellow egg, some of the mauve-style pink eggs, and a few blue ones in there. I think she's super cute, especially if you guys, are into the Easter bonnet style. I thought she kind of looked good with the things I pulled tonight because with her little bonnet, she could fit into that earlier antique style Easter. But other than that little bit, and you can feel that this is cold painted over top. It's one of the first times I've had the other one I had the brown sort of cold painted on, but it's just that little fleck right there. So Christopher, thank you so much for her, for the 28. Thank you, Dusty. I think she's cute as well. Just let me give her one more moment of time so you can see how cute that face is. She has her little flowers up there, sort of the same colors as the little eggs in her basket. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. She is made by Lefton. We're looking for 29 or more, and let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, this one isn't very hardcore Easter, so you can leave her out earlier or later. And of course, we can do whatever we want. We want to leave her Easter out all year long. We can do that. We can do whatever we want. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. Christopher, my friend, thank you so much. She is yours for 28. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right. My next item is going to be a pair of adorable little cuties.
Oh, these are fantastic.
So
Cute little bunny pixie girls that I had never seen before. I was out last week looking for a couple other things to complete the sale, and I was like, wow, I was not expecting those. Okay. I'm going to start these at $22 for the pair. And they did not have a sticker on them. This is what the bottom looks like. They're like a bone china type. So there was no sticker or markings. When I tried looking them up, I was seeing something called that they may be called Treasure Masters brand. So that's what I was seeing. They measure, let's see, I think this one here was about 2¼ inches tall, and this one's slightly taller at 2.5. So I'll just show them a little close up here. This one is sitting with her little legs out like that, really cute. And she's got her, well, they both have a similar face, except I believe the other one's eyes are kind of closed and her eyes are open. She's got her little bunny ear flopping over there. And that's what the back looks like. And then her sister. Have you guys seen these before?
Never seen these before. Amy?
I have. I've seen them both. I think what that situation that sometimes happened in mid-century is that NACO made the originals and then they sold the mold. And Treasure Masters, made them both. So it could be either. They could be either one, really. Yeah, and they painted them exactly the same.
I think there was. I think when I was looking them up, there may be two or three more that maybe can go.
Yeah, there's more that match. Yep. Different poses.
Yep. So this one's got her cute little eyes, got her eyes closed a little bit. Adorable. And she has her little bunny tail. This one, the bunny tail is not as pronounced on this one, but it is there. That's interesting. I wonder why they did that. But anyway, I thought they were adorable. And, if you only have two, it can be a fun thing. You can always keep your eyes open for their other sisters. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. It looks like we're at 28. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. These would look so cute if I had them sitting on my little pedestal thing, but I just know they'll fall, so we're not going to do it.
So
All right.
Balancing is hard. It's hard.
It's
that
not
it is.
my talent.
That it is.
All right, here we're going to do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
Oh my gosh. I need to find some of these now in my life. These are so good, Barb. I've never seen them before.
I know. I couldn't believe it when I saw them, and I was late to the estate sale too. So I don't know.
They were meant to be.
They were meant to come home with you. All right. Lots of just in cases there at the end. Karen, bid end is in there. So let's go through. Squirrel, you got a straight 29 in there. Ryan had a just in case of 35. MJ 33. Squirrel 65, 34. Nikki back in there. Kitschy Corner. Janine. All right. So it looks like Janine had a just in case of 51, but Squirrel had a just in case of 65. So Squirrel is going to be your winner at 52.
Okay. Thanks so much, Squirrel, and thanks everyone for your bids.
Congratulations. All right. And yes, don't forget to email Barb your information. Okay. Oh, it's me. It's me next. Okay. This is going to be a whole basket lot of vintage Eastery things, and they're all going to come together. It's going to start at 24. I did a little lot earlier in the day today, and Minx won my earlier one, but this one, it doesn't have like as much, but it does have like kind of bigger stuff in it. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to show you it first, and then I'll show you all the things that are in it. All right. So here is the little basket lot. So the vintage little basket is kind of the base there. I love the colors in that. And I like that it has the little side handles instead of the big up and over swoop, I think. And of course, stuff in here, you can craft with it. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'll show you everything that's in here. So first is this, I think this is Hallmark, this tiny little hard plastic bunny rabbit holding the egg. It's got a little bit of Easter grass in there. You could put, you know, one of those little chicks or jelly beans, whatever you want to put in there. And he does kind of stand on his own. So that's the first thing. Second thing is a Homco put it in your home bunny. He does have his foil sticker there. So a little Homco bunny. There is a whole set of these little guys, but I just have the one. And then these are cool. Let's see if I can get them out. These are tiny little, I'm trying to think what this material is. I remember having ornaments like this, Christmas ornaments like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not raffia. I can't think of what that is, but it's like lacquered.
Yep. Yep. Like my eggs.
Like wood, bamboo kind of stuff. And then they're little kind of chicky ducks. I'm not sure. Little ornaments. So there's two of those guys in there. And then straw. Thank you, Dusty. Wow, I could not come up with that at all. All right. And then there's two of these in here. Again, I appreciate the person that made these. I cannot do this, but two ornaments that are crocheted kind of overlays for the Easter eggs. And it looks like these are kind of like little drawstrings. So they can kind of pull out if you wanted to switch out the egg colors. One's got flowers, one does not. So kind of like crocheted little Easter eggs. This guy, which is a Dreamland Creations, little chick popping out of the egg. Now, once upon a time, this was a squeak toy. It is completely hardened, so it does not squeak anymore. But the color is really nice. It still displays. So he is in there. So cute on the little chicken. And this guy actually was new old stock. I showed this to Jason a few weeks ago, actually. And it was in its original packaging, but the packaging wasn't that great of condition. So I decided to free the bunny. I took him out. He does have a tag on here. He's Easter Unlimited. If I remember correctly, he was from the 70s. I can't remember the exact date on him. But he's very nice and clean because he was in his packaging. And he has kind of beans. He's got a little beanie body and a little kind of vinyl painted face. it looks kind of like baby beans, Melanie, but it's not.
Right.
And he's just in his little bunny suit. There he is. So he's in there. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. And then there's 2 vintage Easter cards in here as well. We have this one.
Oh my.
Very cute. The egg that's become a vehicle with flower wheels, flowers for headlights, the little chicks and the bunnies and the ducks. Very cute. There's the inside for that one. It has been signed. And the other card that's in here is a Hallmark card. It is a dime saver card. So you were meant to either fill this up and gift it and then have the recipient save their dimes, save their coins. So a little coin collector card, so you can put them on the inside and the outside. That one is also signed. And of course, the vintage basket. All right, so that's everything that's in there. And I liked putting these together. I was talking earlier how my Easter hoard has become like my Christmas hoard. So these were fun to put together. So it lightens my load a little bit. So let me put everybody back in the basket here. We'll put everything back in. Not quite how I had it originally, but it'll work. All right. There we go. There's your little basket lot of goodies. And let's do a countdown. Nikki's in there at 24, looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I almost made a mystery box.
This would be so good for somebody that just got a new home, doesn't have decor. Like if you bought this and gifted to them.
Or an adult Easter basket.
Yes.
Yes. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki, I saw you just in case you didn't need it, lady. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, Miss Amy, $50 if anybody is interested in my next item. It is missing its original hat. You can see some of the ears. It is missing. He is missing his hat, but what he is missing, I don't really think matters because he's in really good condition. So we did find him at the Heart of Ohio last week and brought him home. I added vintage ribbon bow to him. So that is like from the 60s at ribbon. His millinery flowers, they were all missing but one, which gave me enough wire that I could take period correct millinery flowers and reattach it to what was still coming out of his hand. So minus the fact that he doesn't have his hat, he's in very good, clean condition. He is made by Nickerbacher. So you can see he does have his original tag right there. There is, I don't mean to get personal with him, but there is a little split right there. Poor guy right there. He done reached for an Easter egg and split his pants a little.
He had too many jelly beans, Jason.
He did. A little separation right there, but he is this incredible little Cupie. Now, it is a Cupie, right, Amy?
It's a Cupie, yes, absolutely, yes.
It is a little Cupie rubber face, but it is a little bun. And again, yes, it is missing its hat. Maybe you can find a replacement, cut a hole in it, and put, his ear through it, but he is in good, clean condition. The yarn for the hair is not tethered. It's vibrant. Again, I added the bow. There's nothing hiding underneath there, So you can take the bow off if you want. The fur is in great condition. The ears have a little bit of armature in it, so you can. This one I would trust to bend a little bit, so you can bend it a little. Corduroy is super clean there in the ears. No rips or tears. Except for a little bit right there. Little buddy has a little opening. He is really, really clean. So correct me if I'm wrong, Amy, but I believe these came in different sizes, didn't they?
They came in different colorways. I know for the corduroy.
Right.
I've never seen one smaller than that, though, Jason.
Okay. Well, the way I measured him from the top of the ear to his tuchus, he's about 10 inches tall. So he's about 10 inches tall. I think he's really great for you if you're a Cupie collector. Maybe you like rubber face. Maybe you just want, something unique in your Easter display. I think he would look fantastic. And again, I myself tied that, added it, the original ribbon from the 1960s to it. He had a little bit of his wire still sticking out for me to add his millinery flowers to it. And again, I think the face is super clean. There's no scuffs. There's no damage, minus the fact that he is missing his little yellow cap. He is in really good condition. So $50 if anyone's interested in him. $50. We'll show you the underside so you can see there's no stains. Just that little splitting right there. So, and if you're good at sewing, you could sew that up. But honestly, when the bright lights aren't on it, you really don't see it at all. So those cute little eyelashes, that cute little, those chubby cheeks. But again, he is in very, very good condition. Thank you, Minx. I will take that as a compliment. I actually
yes, Jason, I was going to compliment you on your bow because you always compliment me on my bow tying skills, and you did a pretty good job.
I used to do a lot of crafts with my grandmother, and I used to do them as a teenager. And as an adult, now and again, we made the occasional wreath for the door. But I have the little bit of talent myself. I don't get to use it that much because of work and everything. But I thought, you know what? He needed that. And since I was so lucky to find him, I thought, and I even did the double clip right there, made him all
you did the fancy ends.
So, and I'll tell you what, these bows, they're not that easy to get because you want to make sure, because one side can be a lighter color, you want the right side to
one side is usually shinier than the other too. Yeah.
And I think if you go back and look at my Instagram or my post, he's smiling bigger now with his bows than when he was when I found him. So
they always look like that. If you fix them up a little bit, they always look happier.
They do. They do. They're so happy. And I just think he's super cute. And you could put an egg over that little, whatever. Don't worry about that. That's not, I think, a big deter. So, Aaron, thank you so much for the 50. We're looking for 51 or more on the Knickerbacher. Cupie, he is missing his hat. So do note that there would have been a hat attached. I don't know what happened to it. It wasn't there when I found it. So let's count him down. We're looking for 51 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I don't know if the millinery flowers were originally that color, but these are period correct. So they're original old school millinery flowers, and it's attached to the wire that was left. And I think they're going to stay there with no problem. So there's the bid end. So Aaron, congratulations. Thank you so much. You're going back to Ohio, friend. He's getting some frequent flyer miles. All right.
He's going from one side of Ohio to the other.
Absolutely. Took a Pennsylvania vacation.
If I tied that bow, it would be exactly what you're saying. Like you'd see one side shiny, one side. Like, I do not have the bow talent, but... Okay, my next item is going to be a Bluebird of Happiness, and I will start this one at $20. So this one is the cobalt base, so more of a cobalt blue rather than that. Well, I don't know what you would call the blue of the normal blue, but this is like a darker cobalt base with the iridescence, and it is signed Leo Ward. And it says 2004. So this one is a little bit newer. Now, I don't have my facts in my brain, but I can't remember when they closed. But regardless, this was a later production model. I
feel like it was 2007. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but that sticks in my brain for some reason.
I was thinking, yeah, somewhere around like 2005 to 2007 or something. So yeah, but the size, I would call this one a standard size, maybe slightly on the larger side. Let's see, about 3 3/4 long by just under 3 inches tall. It's a good size, and I don't find the iridescent ones that often.
I've never ever run across one of those.
Yeah. I thought, it has a good spring vibe to it, even though it's, the darker color. I still think with the iridescence that it's, and birds are just springy to me also.
I was just going to say, Judy, like it's very like peacock coloring, even though it's a bluebird, but he wants to be a peacock secretly.
Right. And no damage. I think I forgot to say that. No damage to him. So just a shiny, happy little bird. And of course, if you put him on your windowsill or somewhere where the light's coming through, like I can see the cobalt. You're kind of just seeing more just the iridescence on the camera. But when the light goes through it, you can definitely see that cobalt blue color. So yeah, it's just one of those things, bluebirds of happiness. I just pick them up when I can because it's just a classic. There's always somebody that I feel like you could give it as a gift or something like that too. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. I think we're at 22 with Pam. So I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Oh, wow, Karen. She said retired in 2006 with the studio closed in 2020.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it was open that long.
Oh, that's right, because they were making those like the pink birds for breast cancer.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Miss Pam Avery was at 22. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. Dana did use it just in case. So Dana Haynes is going to be your winner at 23.
Okay. Thanks so much, Dana.
Congratulations. All right. And thank you all for being here and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it so much. I'm going to start my next item, 18. I've never had this dish before. Never run across it out in the wild. Actually, I think I got this before Christmas. I think. I've had it a while. And this is a little lidded dish by Lefton. And it's a little pedestal basket dish. And then the lid is the eggs that come off. Now, I will tell you right now, there is a couple little kind of flea bites on the ceramic. Now, there's no longer foil sticker down here at the bottom. And it is more that satin finish it's not like high glaze for the ceramic, but on the lip, there's right here, there's a tinier one right there. And there's the inside. So pretty clean in there. It's going to start. Nope, that is wrong. The chat is jumping on me tonight. Okay, there we go. It's going to start at 18. And then the lid of it also has a little flea bite right here on this edge, right there, kind of there. It's more like shaves out of the glaze rather than like deep chips or anything. But there's no, and then right here, that was a glaze pop. So a bubble got trapped in the mold and that popped on firing. So that's what that is. That's not the chip there. But fun, colorful, painted Easter eggs. This pairs really well with some of the other Lefton Easter planters and pieces, and also goes really well with the Napco pieces that are very similar, painted in the style too. But this would be like how I would decorate Easter eggs when I was a child, draw on them with markers. I remember doing that. That was always a fun activity besides dyeing them. But I always like to color on eggs, and I used to blow them out and color on them too. Has anybody else ever blown out eggs? Because it is.
Yeah, me and my grandmother did.
Easy.
Yeah,
it's really not easy to do, especially without breaking them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty delicate process. So measurement for the dish, it is 6.5 inches tall, and then the widest part of the dish is about 5.5. About 5.5 inches. Okay. So it does have a few little tiny flea bites on it. Yes. That's where I actually learned how to do it, was in Girl Scouts here.
Gotcha.
A long time ago. Yeah. We got a special badge for that. I don't remember what the badge was. It wasn't like blowing out Easter eggs badge. But
I got the blowing out eggs badge.
Some sort of arts and crafts thing for it. I do remember that. All right. Dana and MJ, I saw you both in there. So we are looking for 20 or more. I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bit end. But I did get a badge for basket weaving because yes, we made our own baskets too. So I did have a basket weaving badge. Pretty proud of that one. I have my mom's got to have my sash somewhere. Mama Pam's got to have my sash somewhere. I'll have to see if we can find that and look at my badges on my brownie uniform. All right, there is the bit end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, MJ, it is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $50 if anybody's interested. $50 in some Easter Holt Howard. These are in very good condition. These are a little harder to find because they do come in 2 pieces. So this is a true set, and I will show you why. They are looking at one another. And there is a craze line in the base of that one. So that does not ting hollow, but that is just a craze line in that one. So $50 if anybody is interested. Let me sit them down and show you. These are in super good condition. Usually the P and the S are worn off the top. They are on both of them. There you can see little chick friend with the blue eyes, little pink mouth, and some red details for the lip. The little egg friend busted out of its egg. It is missing, or should I say it's a little deteriorated. That's the stopper because the tops of these are your shakers and the bottom are egg cups. So that's what makes these really neat. So they somebody put tape on the bottom of both of them, and I think that's when the Holt Howard stickers got removed. So the Holt Howard stickers are removed, but there's that craze line in the one base, okay? It does show on the other side, but when I ting it, it is nice and solid. So I just believe that is a surface line, nothing that's going to harm it or cause any issues. So there is the top of the pepper. There's the base to it. You can see some of the gold detail on it. Thank you so much, Aaron. I see you're 50, so we're looking for 51 or more. It took me almost 20 years to find a set of these for my collection. And when I got them, I actually got 2 that were looking the same way. So I had to finally find the one that was facing the opposite. So we do have a set for ourselves. So that is your little salt. So let me spin it around so you can see it has the little gold S on it for the salt. This also proves that shakers can have the same holes. Both of them have 3 holes. This one is missing its stopper, which again, I don't think we're really going to be using these. And again, little chick friend then sits on top of the little egg cup. There is the base for that one. No craze line in that. I don't know what they stuck on the bottom, but I have a feeling whatever it was, that's what lifted the Holt Howard tag off of it. So this is the only one they made in this series. I mean, you could say that it goes with the chick totem pole. I mean, they use the same kind of yellow in the totem pole, which is a candle. But this is the only chick like the, oh, Amy, I might need your help. It's the little Bo Peep ones, you know, the white series they did.
Yeah.
They made a whole bunch of different stuff for that, you know, shakers. I don't know. Gosh, they made shakers. They made a couple pieces.
Candlesticks.
But for these are the only ones that they made. And I believe these are from around 1958 to 1960. These were never really stamped, nor did they really have the Holt Howard stamped on them. They would have just had the black HH sticker on them. So 4 inches tall. And you can see that the yellow is in very good condition. I mean, if you guys are looking for some Easter Holt Howard, that is so... I need to get a new camera. It's so hard to find. So you can see the yellow is good here in the back. So Heather, thank you. I see you're 51. So look at the blue eyes. Look at those lashes. No chips or cracks to it. Minimal crazing. Just that one craze line in the base of the one egg cup. And these are supposed to be, like I said, they're supposed to be your little egg cups. So they were 2 in 1. So
I've only ever found these once, and they were missing the egg cups. They just had the shakers, but not the bottoms.
I'm telling you guys, these are super hard to get your hands on, and especially that they're facing each other or the eyes are going different ways. So as I hold it, it might be different for you. As I hold it, the salt is looking off to the left, and the pepper's looking off to the right. So you can either have them facing away or looking at one another. So again, one more time, I want to show you that craze line, and then we're going to do a countdown. So we're looking for 52 or more. My finger does not catch it. That craze line is on the inside. And of course, you can just flip it to the back. You slip it to the back, you don't see it. But I did want to call it out so you guys know what you're bidding on. So MJ's in at 53, guys. I appreciate the bids. Holt Howard does get broken up a lot, meaning the bases aren't with it. You don't always find the salt and the pepper and or this kind of condition. So Aaron's back in at 54. Heather's in at 54. So we're looking for 55. Just the craze line. Other than that, they're in great vintage condition. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It took me until this year to finally get the Holt Howard bunny shakers. Like this Easter Holt Howard just does
that was
not.
on my kitsch bucket list for years, and I've never run across the totem bunnies ever anywhere. Never even seen them in person.
I don't think I don't have any Easter Holt Howard, I don't believe, but maybe someday.
So hard to find. Thank you all for the bids. I see everybody, but MJ had a straight bid of 61 over Aaron's. So MJ, friend, they're coming to you for $61. Thank you all for the bids. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, I don't have any Holt Howard to follow that up with, unfortunately, but my next item is going to be a brooch. A flower brooch, and we will start it at $14 start on the flower brooch. So I just thought it was really pretty Easter colors, but of course it can be good for, spring in general too. It is signed on the back, which I won't be able to get that to show up, but it is signed Joan Rivers. So Joan Rivers, she did it. And the cool thing about this is that it's like a pinwheel. So you can, if you get bored, there you go.
Instead of a fidget, you can just play with your Joan Rivers flower brooch.
For sure. So we've got the, purple, pink, yellow, blue, lighter pink, and green. And it's in great shape. It's not missing any stones or anything like that. Down there, you've got the littler stones in the leaves. And there is one other thing I noticed. It does have, if you like that, it's got the green leaf that glows. Yeah. So, are we going to walk around and shine our black light on it? Probably not, but it's there. It does it. So.
I wonder how many people walk around with a black light, shining their brooches if they do that. I've never seen anybody.
Yeah, you never know. So the size of it is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. All right. Well, I'm not going to dawdle too long on this. It's very pretty. And Squirrel, I think, is in at 14. So I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 20, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
Those colors are great for Easter and spring. So
perfect.
Good. Yep.
They almost look like Jolly Ranchers. They're so clear and vibrant.
Jason, you need some candy.
I do.
Everything looks jelly like beans today.
Jelly beans, Jolly Ranchers.
All right. Catherine jumped in there with a 16, but Squirrel did use it just in case. So Squirrel is your winner at 17. All right.
Okay. Thanks so much, Squirrel.
Yay. Squirrel's getting some great pieces from you tonight. Yeah.
He is.
Okay. I have for my next round, I have a little vinyl oilcloth bunny. I had forgot about him. I got him at an estate sale last year. I found him in a bin, you know, like my Easter bins. I forgot about him totally because I think I got him in the fall. So I had to put him away. And he, like this one ear just wants to slowly flop over. You can, if you heat this up a little bit, you can get it to stand. That one just kind of wants to do its own thing. But it's very nice condition. There's no tearing or anything like that. It does have its original little hang tag here. I've had an animal from this company before. I believe it was an elephant, I think. And it is designed by Evan for the Atlanta Novelty Manufacturing Company. And on the other side, it's the Sanitary Midget Zoo. So I like that this is, I like that this is still there. I did see that there was, I think there was a couple of these like very similar animals that were kind of on eBay, but they're a little bit bigger. And this is, it's kind of like jumping. It kind of looks like the rabbit is jumping, and he has little fur for the tail, and it's kind of red and blue inking for the egg print and the little stripes. And it's about the same on the other side. And the underside is just white. And then all the stitching, I don't see any missing stitching or anything like that. And it is what these are stuffed with on the inside. It's kind of similar to some of the plush mid-century that looks like they just swept the floor and shoved whatever was on the floor in there. It's kind of like yarn and fabric scraps and cotton and just all sorts. It looks like hamster bedding. That's what they stuffed these with. Ask me how I know, because I took one apart one time and that's what's in there. All right. And measurement for Bunny Friend, he is 7.5 and then about 8.5 to the top of the ears or ear, because that one just wants to flop over, which I think is kind of funny. Let me show you him sitting, because he does stand on his own, although my board's not quite big enough for him. But there he is sitting. So I think he's very cute. All right, let's do a countdown. I see Aaron is in there right now at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more. I saw Lisa and MJ in there as well, looking for 19 or more on the little Bunny Friend. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, that ear just has a mind of its own.
That's a good pink. That bunny's a good.
It is very vibrant pink. Very vibrant pink in person. All right, MJ, I see her just in case. Well, hello, Richard. Good to see you. Aaron has a just in case, and there is Karen's bid end. All right, at the end there, over MJ's 23. Aaron, it's come to you for 24. Thank you so much. Great.
All right, Miss Amy, $28. $28, and everything I have is more leaning toward Easter. This is more towards spring, and I thought she kind of fit into what I was kind of offering tonight. Earlier things, you know, turn of the century, and I think she would go well if you do like Art Nouveau, 1920s, things like that. She is a head vase. Okay. Now, when I did research on her, some folks say that this sculpt could be a hobbyist sculpt. I don't know. It's very professionally painted, in my opinion. Amy, do you know you sold one of these before?
So I have had the pair of these before. There's two right. That go together, and they're like just have different. One has eyes open, one has the closed eyes like you have. As far as I know, that was a UCADCO head vase, but they're just usually white though. They don't have color painted on them, so I'm not sure on that. I've not seen one like the one that you have.
And what's weird is it's signed on the bottom, and this one's signed, and all I can make out is Mabel, but I can't make out the last name. And this is actually the color of the porcelain, is actually the flesh color. And
interesting.
They actually fired the inside of it. So I don't know if this would have been like a studio made, meaning that, you know, it was a small run of like just an
It's
art
definitely
station.
the same mold for sure.
Exactly. And you can see, you're right, her eyes are kind of closed. I don't know if she's sort of yawning. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I think she's very sweet. I think it's very antique looking. If you guys are into different, you know, head vases, because that's what she is. If you are looking for something to go with like your nymphs or, you know, your different anthropomorphic style things or your spring things, or even use her in your fall displays with the leaf on her head, she's just she's almost like a nude as well. And I think she would just look great, you know, if you kind of maybe put styrofoam in her head and used her to hold some of your hat pins, or actually used her as a vase. I want to say that she is like a bisque, but she's also like a matte finish, if that makes sense. So we actually found her on our way back. Where did I find her? It was somewhere in Western Pennsylvania or Ohio. And I just thought, hey, with spring coming, she has such a great look. And again, if you can see here, they did some blushing painting here. They gave her blue eyes, and the flesh tone continues on the inside. So like I said, that's actually the color of the porcelain, is this like sort of flesh tone. And again, she is signed. So no damage to report. She measures, oh, and I do see you, Squirrel. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 29 or more. She measures about 4.5 inches tall. And I did recall, I thought Amy had these before, or it's the same sculpt. So you could add some to the collection. And I think she's just so cute with her locks and her curls. And she is like she does have some brown hair. The green is a very, very vibrant green. There is some, you know, shadowing to it. There is some different layers, or I want to say when they painted it, you can see it is very three-dimensional. And I just think she's really cute and will look so sweet in a couple of your different displays, especially with spring or fall. And again, with your nymphs or things like that. And maybe your 1920s or 19...
Those two have always been called the wood nymph lady heads, as far as I know. That's what I've always known them as.
All right, Amy, thank you so much. I knew that I recognized the sculpt before, but I think yours was a different color than this one. So, and again, I don't know, and then we'll count it down. It is signed here on the bottom. I don't know if it's a hobbyist piece. If it's a hobbyist piece, it's a doggone good one. And then for them to actually...
Here's the other one.
Yes. You're right. Yes.
That's the one with the open eyes. But you see how she's just like all white, and then she's kind of like gold accents?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the version that I have had.
And this one just has a very old 30s kind of, you know, nouveau kind of feel about her. And again, I think she just would look great in your spring displays. And even if you don't do a lot of decorating, you know, for
Here
spring.
she is. I was trying to find that version of her.
There she is.
There she is, like that. Yep.
And again, if it's washed out on your screen, it's all flesh tone. So it's like a very light tan. They did give her details on the cheeks. They did, you know, paint her lips and eyes and everything else. And she's about 4.5 inches tall. So let's go ahead and count her down. We're looking for 29 or more. Squirrel has her at 28. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Kim. How are you?
Hey, Kim.
Hopefully you and Bob are well. And again, she almost looks like a young girl, but a child. I just think it's really neat. Really, really neat. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Squirrel, going to you. Thank you so much.
All right.
She was really pretty.
Thank you.
I have a tablecloth and napkin set. Ooh. And let's start it at $14 for the set. Now this is a small tablecloth though. I don't know if it would fit a card table, maybe a small one. It is approximately 33 by 35. So maybe a square coffee table, if you have that, also could work. But it's got this really pretty embroidered, well, do we call it embroidered? It's needlepoint of some type with the yellow and white flowers. And then it has the pink bow here. I've got that upside down. So there's the bow.
Is it like lavender for the background? Like purple?
It's more like I'd call it a cornflower blue.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Maybe back here, maybe that's a little bit more truer of the color.
Okay.
It was a little, yeah. And linens, they're so fun to try to show, but
absolutely. I understand.
We'll give it a try. As far as the condition of all of them, the napkins and the tablecloth, I found one light spot on the tablecloth, and the napkins may have never been used, possibly. So basically, we have the flower. We'll call it a flower wreath, and then as we go down, there's just some embroidery there, and then in the other corner is a flower wreath, and the same on the other side, with the middle kind of being just more plain in the middle. So hopefully we can get an idea of what it looks like. But again, 33 by 35. So, if you have just a small card table, maybe grandchildren coming over for Easter. And then the napkins, there are 4 of them. And they just have this design here.
Beautiful.
So just the one in the corner, and then the rest of it is just plain. So 4 napkins.
Did a lot of work on those. My goodness.
Oh, and I did my best to look it over carefully. I really did not see any, damage to the embroidery or anything. So really cute. I forget what you call this kind of edging, but
it looks like tatting to me.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking maybe. So, all right. Well, let's see. I don't think I see anybody. So we'll go ahead and bring that back in a recap.
Okay. All right. We will bring it back. All right. Yeah, I think they look like they're linen too, Karen. I think so too. All right. Cornflower blue. That is really pretty. All right. I have a choice round, and I'm going to start at 10 for choice. And although they're not quite exactly the same thing, I brought them because they're both bunnies. Okay, so the first pairing, so you're going to get these together, and then I'll show the other pairing. So these are, I believe these are hobbyist, all right? And although they are molded from Lefton bunnies that look exactly like this, these are just the hobbyist version. Still ceramic, still nicely painted. I think whoever painted these did a really good job. And they painted them very similar to how the actual Lefton ones are painted. Same kind of colors for the ears and the eyes and the flowers. They just did a little bit of pops of green on there, which the Lefton ones don't have. And there's no chips or repairs to them. So you're going to get the girl and the boy bunny together. So that is choice 1. So there's no chips or anything on those guys. And then the other choice, these guys are, I don't know if we're going to all fit. Are we all going to fit on here? These are little shakers. So these are little bisque ceramic shakers of the little girl and boy bunny. He looks very like, please don't steal my carrot. That's the look on his face. They don't have any chips either, but they are bisque ceramic. And these guys are also made by Lefton, although not, no more foil sticker there on the bottom. They also made these, I've seen versions of these that are plastic besides the ceramic ones, but those are the ceramic. I don't have the plastic ones, but those are the 2 choices. So either the pair of the little hobbyist painted bunnies, which I think are very cute. I think they look cute together, or the little bisque ceramic shakers. Measurement for them, Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. The shakers are about 3 inches, and the other bunnies are about 3.5. His ear is just a little bit taller than the girls, so they're just a little bit bigger. All right, Nikki's in at 10 for choice, looking for 11 or more. I'm going to do a countdown: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Bunny bid end.
They did really good with the eyes on those, the hobbyists.
They really did too. The light pink and the darker pink and the eyelashes. Yeah, they really did a good job, I thought. They're not signed. They didn't sign their work, though. No, they didn't. All right. Richard got in there with an 11. There's Karen's bid end. Nikki did use it just in case. So, Nikki, let me know. We can do carrot or flowers. Carrot or flowers. And then, Richard, you'll get second pick.
They look really good together.
They do. Carrot bunnies. All right, you got it, Nikki. Thank you so much. Richard, if you would like the other pair, you let me know, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much. Jason.
$10 choice, Amy. $10 choice. And these were left. Oh, these I got the same time that I the die cuts that I offered last week with Amy. I got these at the same time. Now I got it. So, and these are larger. I do believe these are probably from the 1980s or 70s, somewhere in there, and they are made in Germany. So it's going to be on choice of these larger bunnies. They both measure 7 inches tall. So this one's going to be hat. You can see the little dots on there. So the litho, you can tell when I flip it around here, they are embossed. So they're these nice thicker die cuts, and you can snip off those tips, and then you can go ahead and pop these into your displays. You can use them in a journal. You can frame them. You can do whatever you want to with them. And I just think they have such a great old style of look to them. So this is going to be your first one. This one is hat. So here he is in his dapper red coat with his striped pants, and then he has his bamboo cane that he has with his flowers in hand. So this will be your first one at $10, and then we have some colored eggs there at his feet, and that'll be your first one. Then and they do face each other. So then the other one we're going to call basket, and this little Easter bunny, you can see where it says, if it wants to focus, it says Germany right there. So this guy here, he has his big satchel or his big basket on his back with his eggs that he's carrying, his umbrella, and then he's got a pink egg down here at his feet. So again, they are just about 7 inches tall. I do believe that they are vintage reproductions. So if you guys enjoyed the die cuts from last week, these came from the same exact place, but I wanted to have some to offer tonight. So no damage to them whatsoever. You will want to cut these little, tips off if you want to frame them or do anything with them. And again, they are nice and large. So I'll just hold them up here for a moment so you can see the great detail in them. You can see the little specks, the little dots in there for the litho, and they are embossed. So they are nice and three-dimensional. So $10 choice. I don't see these that often. I was just fortunate that I bought the ones I did, and I have some cat ones for tomorrow night with Amy, and then that's all I'll have. So again, that one is your bunny. This one we're calling basket. This one we are calling hat, but I'm not seeing any interest, so we will bring them back.
Okay.
Over to you, Barb.
All right. This should be our last round, yes?
Yep, that's what I have. I got to show you this really quick. This is funny. I had this sitting here right by me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's not a shaker.
Oh, it's just a figurine. Interesting.
Yeah. It has, I think it has UCAGCO on the bottom.
Oh my god.
UCGC. Huh. Okay.
So anyway, I thought that was just something I had that didn't make my cut of items, but I was like, oh my gosh, that looks exactly like it.
I got a bid in for Jason, so I'm gonna
I'll do a quick countdown on them. Thank you so much, Shiny Bright. So that's $10 choice. And we're looking for 11. So let's go ahead and count them down. 10 of 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, no problem at all. There is a lag tonight. And again, we just don't want to make it seem like we're belaboring showing stuff. So There's our bid end, that right in there. So let me know, did you want this one? I was calling hat. This one I'm calling basket. If you wanted part of the series here, you would claim both of them. So you have, you know, two, and I can watch the chat. Just let me know hat or basket or both. Hat, basket, or both. They're both yours, friend. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Over to you, Barb. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So my last item is this blow mold material, plastic material bunny. And we'll start him or her at $12. So it is in good condition. There is some wear here on the nose. And it's got the pink little ears and pink cheeks. And it's kind of it's a bright yellow. I wouldn't call it neon, but it's definitely a nice, cheery, bright yellow. And let's see. I don't know who made this. There's no marking on it. I have had them in the past. I think I have a yellow one like this, a white one, and a pink one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just, oh, and it is a container. So let's see if we can do this. Well,
they were fill and thrill.
Yes, that's it, Amy. Yep.
I can't remember, but like I think it was the Lincoln Highway Hub when Bill and Jason and I were shopping there, and they had some still sealed in their original packaging.
Oh,
I don't remember the maker on these either. I really don't.
I'm not going to pull this off. This is on pretty tight. It did come off because I cleaned inside of it. But it just comes off right here at this line. His little head comes off, and you could store a lot of jelly beans in there, or you know, little
a whole bag of jelly beans.
Some of your little Easter, you know, doodads, when you pack them up, you can kind of use them as storage space too. Yeah, forgot to measure him. It looks like about 10 3/4. So he's a nice size. And yeah, just a really fun bunny plastic container. He does have some detailing. You can maybe see. So there's a little bit of on the plastic, little details on there. It's kind of hard to get that to show up, but he's a cutie.
Kind of iconic Easter. Definitely iconic Easter.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see. I think we're at maybe 13, it looks like.
Yep. Richard.
And I'm going to do a countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just can't not pick these up when I see them for a reasonable price.
I know, I can't either. They're so good. I've also seen people drill a hole in the back and put a light kit in and then turn it into a blow mold light.
Yeah, for sure. That would be.
All right. At the end there, looks like Nikki had the high bid at 15. Richard used it just in case. So Richard is going to be your winner at 16.
Okay. Thanks so much, Richard.
Congratulations. All right. And then it's me. All right. I have a choice round for my last. It's going to start at $8. And these are new old stock. I have 2 of them. I did open up the one. They just kind of like have a flap that opens in the back. So it's not like I'm breaking the seal or anything. But these are 1984 egg decorator. So these are the little plastic shrink little images. And I remember doing this as a child as well. This is almost as old as me, nearly. But you would take your egg and put the little plastic sleeve over it, and then you would boil it. So it kind of shrinks around it as the, look at that awesome pan that they're cooking the eggs in. So it tells you how to do it. And I have 2 of, and they're exactly the same, but I did want to show you the designs that are in there. So I pulled them out of the other one. So I don't know, these might be a little difficult to see, but this is, they're all different, but there's multiples of some of the designs. Okay. So there's 3 of this one, the little basket. There's 3 of this one with kind of the little chevron and the bunnies and the chicks. That one's very cute. And hang on, There we go. And there's 3 of this one. Looks like the bunnies delivering the mail to the chick in the house, the little egg house. There's 3 of this one. And you could totally still use these. I don't see why you couldn't. Little bunny, chick in the sunshine. There's 2. So there's 24 total wrappers in the packaging. Then there's 2 of this one with the flowers and the bunny. Happy Easter. There's 2 of this one where we have the bunny. That one's really cute too. I like that one. They're really bright and colorful too. They're not really showing up true to color on screen just because they're clear. They're also, so any white that you're seeing is like clear, so that the white of the egg will show through. And then little Happy Easter bunnies. There's 2 of these. Little mama bunny and her babies in the cart. And there's 2 of these. Singing chicks.
Oh, I love them.
Singing chicks. And then the last 2 are these. So mama chicken and eggs. And there's more images that kind of carry around to the back of these. So that's what we're kind of looking at. So that's what you put on all your eggs, and then you boil them. And then when you're ready to eat them, you just cut them off. Shrink wrap. Yeah, exactly. Like shrinky things for eggs. Exactly. So there's 24 of them in the package. You can totally still use them. They both have, I'll show you the outer here. So they both have kind of original store tag where they were originally sold there on the front. I didn't want to remove those. But then they, like, it just kind of opens up like a box on the back. So that's why I was able to take all of them out. And I don't see any interest on those. That's okay. And I think we are going to move Jason over.
Yes.
Right.
$6 choice. $6 choice. And these are 2 very unique postcards. I actually found these last year and I held them till Easter time this year. This one is made in France. So I tried to translate the top. I don't really know what that says up there. I mean, I'm not too sure, but it is this young girl, and these are the photograph postcards. So it's this young girl, and she's in her Easter attire, and she has an Easter egg in her hands. So she's very happy to have that little Easter egg, and I think this would look good in your vintage, antique, turn of the century style of. Does it say MJ Happy Easter? I tried to do the translate. I thought that's what it said too, in French. I thought so, but my translation thing on my phone wasn't working right. Thank you so much, MJ. That's what I was pretty sure it was. So, Dusty, I see your 6. There might be a little bit of wear to the top, but again, these are super unique. I don't know how rare they are, but I've never had one before. Matter of fact, I've never had any postcards like these. You can see on the back, it is marked France. This one is unused, where it actually has that Happy Easter on the top. It's actually embossed. I don't know if that reads. You can see it on the back side. So they are average postcard size, 5.5 by 3.5. So this is your first one, and that one we're going to call Girl. This one I'm familiar with. They actually did a book back in the day of these realistic animals. Now, I don't know how or what that is on there. That's just part of it. This one says it is a real photograph here on the back. So again, but I think that's a fun patina to it. I don't know if something was adhered to it or from years of storage or it lost some of its glossiness to it. But there is a little bend in the corner. And these are called your real photographs. And this one was used, and it is postmarked 1907. 1907 there on the back. And these are realistic chicks, and it says a Happy Easter. So again, I think these would look really fun in your antique, Victorian, turn of the century Easter display. So you are right. They were. Because for them to stand that long, they really couldn't. So they were. These are definitely the taxidermied ones for sure. So they're called Rotograph Series. That's what it says down there in the corner. So you can see these fun chicks hanging out on the egg. So that is your second choice. So it's going to be choice between chick or girl, and we're looking for 7 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, I never saw these before. Or had these before to offer, and I think they are just fun. So gotcha, Pam. Thank you so much. All right, so let's count them down. 7 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Isn't she just a sweet little girl right there if it wants to focus? She has her little Easter egg in her hands with her little Easter dress on. Shiny Bright, I see you're 7, so we're looking for 8 or more. And then, yes, there is that wear. I like it. I don't think that ruins the effect. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much. So, Shiny Bright South, did you want girl or chick? Of course, you can take both. And if any remain, it'll go back to Dusty at 6. So we're just claiming her as girl or chick. And again, it displays beautifully. And I don't know if that was some of the gloss coming off. All right, friend, I got you for girl. So Dusty, at your 6, were you interested in chick? And again, this one, look at the script on the back. And again, it was used postmarked. I just think it has a great look. Pop that in an Easter basket with some jelly beans. You're good to go. So Dusty, if you want that for 6, you can have it. All right. Everybody wins. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to get us all up here and we'll talk about recap. So we will bring back the items that did not find a home the first time that we showed him. And I know people were popping in and out tonight. So maybe you missed something. So these will be quick claim items when we bring them back. We will give a brief description, note anything if we need to, and mention the price. If you want to claim something, make sure to type in the item plus the price so that we know what you are trying to claim. Because of the lag, we will give it a moment. If we see more than one person pop in to claim the same item, we will then turn it back into a bid round. Do a quick countdown just in case this can be in play, just like a regular round. So just make sure and type in the item plus the price. And of course, if you are watching on the replay, you can always email us and check if something is still available. So we'll have Barb go, and then I will go, and then Jason. All right.
All right. I think I just had the one item for a recap, and we'll call it tablecloth set. And it was I was looking all over trying to find the one little spot that I remember finding in the first place. I don't even know if I can get it to show up, but I tried. It's over here. It may be a little dollop of gravy at one time or something, but you know, anyway, I think that it'd be really, really pretty for Easter, but of course it's springy in general. It's just got the pretty flower wreath with the pink bow, and that's on all like 4 corners of it. It was 33 by 35, and it comes with the 4 napkins, so that's what makes it a set. So tablecloth set, and it's kind of like a cornflower blue. And so if you're interested in the tablecloth set, the price was $14.
Tablecloth set 14. We'll just give it a moment before we move over. Oh, there's Elaine. I was going to claim if nobody else was, but Elaine, Elaine is in there. So Elaine Lenny, congratulations.
Thanks, Elaine.
Anybody else coming in there? So Elaine, it's yours.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations. Okay. I have my little yarny duck and mini die cut, little sailor ducks, a little pair that were coming together. So little yarny made in Japan. This isn't handmade. This was manufactured. Had some of the other holiday critters. There is a little discoloration spots on the hat, but for the rest of him, he is really nice, clean condition. And then he is coming with this itty bitty little Denison, little sailor duck die cut. The pair of those, you can do duck 16 on those if you want to claim that. And I just showed my egg thing, so I won't bring those back unless somebody is interested in those. But duck 16, that's what I had. Thank you so much. We'll get Jason over.
All right. I had my one Anna Lee left over. It's the little tiny miniature bunny, and this is the way they made her. So she is affixed to the pail with the pink Easter grass and the realistic jelly beans. She measures about 7 inches tall, and she does have her tag, and it does say 2022. So if anybody's interested, she's 15. In this case, we'll put Bunny 15 if anybody is interested in her. And again, she's very clean. She has her little pom-pom nose. There's no scratches to the pail. And I did forget to mention there is a handle on the pail. So there is a little handle right here. So you can move that up and down if you want. So, all right. It looks like it's going to you, MJ. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. Congrats, MJ. All right. Was that it?
That's everything.
That's everything. All right. I'll get us all back up here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight on a Wednesday. And thank you, Barb, for coming and joining us tonight. So fun. Always enjoy selling with you and seeing you, because we don't get to see you very often. So thank you, Barb. Oh, Richard, I see you for the duck. Thank you so much. Let me write that down real quick. Thank you so much. All right. Before we say good night, I do want to say a special thank you to Miss Karen G for doing our bid ending, and to Kim for helping out, and for Gavin for helping us out in the chat, and everybody else in the chat tonight, talking down there in the chat and being here to support us. We appreciate you guys so very much. Reminders to make sure and send your information to us before the end of the broadcast tonight. If you haven't already, maybe we should go around and do a reminder for when we're doing invoicing this week, and then we'll say goodnight. I'll start. We have fantastic finds back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come over and join us tomorrow and get anything else, we can combine ship those items for you. So I will be doing all my invoicing on Friday this week, and I will just email you when your invoice has been sent. So Friday for me.
All right.
I'll be doing the invoicing tomorrow morning, early afternoon. So if you don't get anything from me by tomorrow evening, maybe go ahead and send me an email and let me know. So, yep, you should have it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Like Amy said, you'll have an open box. If you purchase anything tomorrow night from me, I can combine it with tonight, and then my invoices will go out Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. And Barb, it was great selling with you again. Good to see you.
You too. This was
All
fun.
right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night. Good night, you guys. Minx, stay safe with those bears.
Yeah.
She said there are some bears on our back porch. Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night, you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank